Well, Unreasonable Hospitality has been embraced by millions, including many of our iSpa members here.
Thank you.
I mean, look, it's just one book. Christina has 9 New York bestsellers.
Yes.
If you can share one piece of advice for leaders looking to create a workplace culture driven by this model, what would you do?
Gosh, I mean, I think the most overarching part, which if you've read the book, this is not a new thing, but just to set the table. Everyone that has achieved any level of meaningful success has done so because we are unreasonable in pursuit of the product, whether that's the craft we pursue, the service we offer, the thing that we create. And yet we stop short when it comes to investing those same efforts into the way we make the people around us feel, both our colleagues and our customers. I've spent time with so many different companies over the past few years, and every single one of them will say they want better hospitality. And yet while all of those businesses are ready and willing to invest in what is required to make the product better, they stop short and are reticent in investing in making hospitality better. But nothing will take root in the absence of resource. If you believe in this idea that hospitality, generously and consistently investing in relationships can and will become your greatest competitive advantage, just believing it is not enough. We need to invest in it. And 2 years ago, I said to the group, I think to the chagrin of some of the people that had purchased space in the show hall, you can spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a new massage table, or you can spend that same amount of money on making the people getting those massages feel unbelievably seen. And by the way, it's not an and or, but I just long for a world where people believe in the fact that there's an amazing return on investing in people, even if that return is harder to quantify.
Christina, as you run different businesses, Milk Bar and such, I mean, what are your thoughts on unreasonable hospitality? How do you bring that into your own twist on it, I guess?
No, it's a great question because, of course, there's the very easy to wrap your head around and understand hospitality when you run a bakery of the human interaction. I think about that, of course, but I think about the hospitality that we have at Milk Bar in what is like the root and the spirit of dessert, right? Like dessert has a way of showing up in really big celebrations, right? In small celebrations, in the everyday celebrations. It also shows up at really hard times. It's a way, sometimes it shows up without even arms giving it, right? It shows up at your doorstep. It shows up in these really tender, very, very special moments in people's lives. And that in and of itself is a gift, right? Like that in and of itself, I think, is the powerhouse lever of dessert. And for me, I think about it and I'm like, what if it's just about the dessert that we make and the way that it makes you feel? I think that is our greatest opportunity. And when we're doing an amazing job at Milk Bar, we have figured out how to make you feel seen and loved and known and yet new and full of potential and possibility, to let you know that it's an amazing day, to make a bad day better, to let you know it's all gonna be okay. And that comes down to everything from like, what's the concept? What's the high and the low? How does it make you feel these things? How does it show up for you? So I think it's as much in the service can be the way that we would think traditionally about human on human service, but it can also be in what it is that you are showing up with and why and how. And I think about that at Milk Bar in restaurants, there's a drop line. We're gonna tell you, you go to a restaurant and we tell you what is on the plate and why and what the chef was thinking. My perspective as a chef is, it is about the dessert and you, and it should leave no introduction. When I made that first bite of cereal milk, there was no introduction. I gave it to someone and I honestly ran away because I wasn't sure if it was a good idea or a bad idea. It was a good idea to me, it was true to me. But it was the emotional reaction that person had, the way their eyes bugged out of their head and it made them feel alive and known and new. That for me is my like unreasonable hospitality check when I'm at Milk Bar making dessert.